And now, marine weather around Alaska.
Taking a look at the sea ice analysis here. Bering Sea ice, northern Bering Sea ice, I should say here, continuing to do a slow dissolve as we progress through the month of May. And of course, will continue to do that for the foreseeable future until it's gone as we move into June. Anyway, these heavier ice flows out here over the northwest Bering and around St. Matthew Island, they'll continue to kind of drift around with whichever the way the wind blows. So moving on to the marine forecast here for the south coast of the outer panhandle here. East-southeast winds 25 to 30 knots for small craft advisories, and east winds 20 to 35 knots here for the north coast with seas as high as 12 feet. Lynn Canal, north winds 15, southeast to 20 for Stevens Passage. Windier conditions for Clarence Strait. Southeast 25, gusts 35 with 7-foot seas. And for the strait down there on Friday, southeast at 20, southeast 15, Stevens Passage, and about 10 knots for Lynn Canal. On the south coast here, looking at south to southwest breeze, 10 to 15 knots. Central coast, east-southeast at 20. And the north coast, east winds, 15 to 20 knots. Prince William Sound tomorrow, east wind 15 knots, much stronger though out along the North Gulf Coast. On the east side, easterlies 30 knots, 11-foot seas. Gale warnings for the western North Gulf Coast, northeast at 35 knots. And gale warnings for the Barren Islands and Kamishak Bay for east winds 35 to 40 knots. Southern Cook Inlet, small craft advisories Thursday, northeast 25, northeast at 20, north of the Forelands. Much lighter winds for the inlet on Friday, as you can see, kind of variable from the west to south at only 10 knots now. West, northwest, 20 knots, Kamishak Bay and the Barren Islands. And east winds 20 for the eastern North Gulf Coast, north at 20 for the west side, and a light northeast breeze at 10 knots for Prince William Sound. And for Kodiak Island on Thursday, east to southeast winds 20 to 30 knots. West-southwest at 25 to 30 knots for the Alaska Peninsula, and east winds at 20 for Bristol Bay. And for Friday, south to southwest winds 15 to 20 knots for the peninsula, southwest at 20 for Bristol Bay. Kodiak Island, west winds 15 to 20. Excuse me. For the eastern Aleutians on Thursday, west to southwest winds 15 to 25 knots. Adak and Atka 15 to 25 knots out of the southwest. And the western Aleutians, west-northwest winds 20 to 30 knots. And for the day Friday, western Aleutians, northwest winds at 20 knots, variable winds, light and variable winds here from Adak all the way over to Unalaska. And then for the southwest coast, tomorrow we've got northeast winds here, 15 to 20 knots, about the same for St. Lawrence Island and Norton Sound. Pribilofs northwest at 15, north at 25 there for the central Bering Sea, St. Matthew Island zone. And then for the day Friday, south winds at 10 for Norton Sound. Pretty light for St. Lawrence Island as well. South at 10 there, east at 10 for the Yukon Delta Coast, southeast 15 for the Kuskokwim Delta Coast, west 15 for the Pribilofs, northwest 15 for St. Matthew Island. Up along the Arctic coast on the east side, easterlies 15 to 30 knots. And the central and western coast here, looking at east winds 10 to 15 knots. In the Chukchi Sea, north to northeast winds 10 to 20 knots. And for Friday, Chukchi Sea, anywhere from north to east winds at 10 to 15 knots. Pretty light and variable here for the western coast, central coast, southeast 15, and the east side staying a little breezy with east winds of 15 to 25 knots.